I had a big aha moment with using Firefly last year because we do this huge Black Friday campaign, and it's in 30 languages all across the globe. In 3 days, we've got to do 16,000 assets. And it's madness. We used to do all of that, obviously manually, in studio with partners, with our agencies of record. And this past year, we decided we're going to Firefly this whole process. And we had to rethink the process. There was change management, but we leaned in and we shrunk the timeline from like 16 weeks of creative work to less than half. And that was hugely liberating for the team because they could go off and think about other ideas and campaigns as well.
Yeah, it's so amazing, that aha, right? Where you're just kind of like, there's a magic here that, we're just going to kind of bottle up. And I think for our creative teams, speaking on, kind of the Adobe work, I think that our big unlocks have been, how are we actually manifesting more new creative ideas, things that we weren't really expecting to kind of click. And the work that we've been doing on the MLB side of things with your sponsorship there, the level of creative variations that we can now bring to the table, and we can go out to market with, right? And that truncated timeline, our teams are so liberated in a lot of ways from what was holding them kind of as a weight a little bit. I think that they've got some kind of new liberation to unleash their creative and still get to hit those timelines.
One of the artists that I work with calls it a search engine for the imagination.
Oh my God, I love that.
So that instead of working 4 ideas, you can genuinely work 20, 30, 50 ideas
That's
at
right.
the same time.
Yeah, no, I love that. And, kind of like the new dimension, like where we used to take, a lot of things have to like jump out at you, right? And the way that we used to get there before was like the 3D modeling studio, a crew of 5, and then all of a sudden, you're in 3 months of production, kind of you talking about that old model. And I think that our new model is now much more heavily focused on what are the strategic attributes that we can bring to the table to then also connect to those precision audiences that we can go to market with, right?
Perfect.
It's just like awesome for us.
Yeah.
The Young Lions is so important, right? As we think about kind of bringing that, almost like AI native creatives to the forefront. And what I'm so excited about is the idea that our Young Lions are in there teaching each other, and that back and forth between, I might be a writer and now I need a way to really visualize and bring to life my idea by myself, right? Now it's so empowering. They have that tool and they're teaching each other the ways of working within Firefly to be able to actually do that.
Yeah, we're delighted to be the sponsors for the 30th anniversary of the Young Lions.
Amazing.
Obviously, keeping young folks entering the craft is hugely important. We're learning a lot from them, how they're changing workflows, using our tools, and like you said, they can work across modalities, which was almost impossible before.
It was.
So congratulations to all the Young Lions.
Yeah, congrats.